What's up guys, welcome back to Topic Tuesday. This week's topic was going to be fear because on Saturday night I had one of the scariest nosebleeds of my life. It actually caused me to go to the emergency room twice. So anyways, today's topic is going to be YouTube Comedy Week! In honor of the week where some of the funniest people on the planet are gonna make unfunny content! Actually, YouTube covered themselves pretty badass with this idea because their logo literally says YouTube Comedy Week. This better be funny. Now some of you are probably thinking, it's Tuesday, the week just started. And although that's true and I'm still looking forward to many of the skits that'll happen this week, I'm referring particularly to the live show that kicked off YouTube Comedy Week. Now the first thing I noticed about the show before the show, or whatever they called it, where did YouTube get all these C and D list celebrities? Were they just walking the streets of LA and they were like, look, it's Norm Macdonald and Todd Glass, let's get them to host the show. I don't know who was worse. It looks as if they literally just pulled Norm Macdonald from the streets right before the show where he was waiting in line to buy a falafel from the falafel guy. The dude was in sweatpants and a sweatshirt. He had no idea what was going on. He sucked so bad you could tell his co-host hated him. Kazim G was gonna stab a bitch. Then they would cut to some guy named Todd Glass who was obviously told by someone that if you cuss after every word on the internet, it's extremely funny. For clarification, just because we get our entertainment off the internet doesn't mean that we find cussing funny. You don't have to cuss to make people laugh. Penis, vagina, cats, YouTube Comedy Week. Seriously, it was terrible. So they started the show off with arguably two of their best stars in Sarah Silverman and Seth Rogen. But let's be honest, they only did this because they needed a pair of Jews to make up for all the Hitler jokes throughout the night. Was that in poor taste? So was YouTube Comedy Week. Let's get real. Let's get really real. Let's get really real. Let's get Family Matters every other episode real. Let's get getting yourself checked after a one-night stand real. Let's get Hot Pocket Hot real. How do you have a live comedy special and not involve your stars for a majority of the show? You had YouTube stars introducing other stars that had nothing to do with making YouTube what it is today. That's like having one magical wish and you use it on your boyfriend or girlfriend to make them super hot and then somebody else gets the f***. Why would you do that? It doesn't make any sense. Now of course there were some highlights. Toby Turner was awesome. Garfunkel and Oates kicked ass. Rhett and Link were awesome. That first black comedian was pretty funny. He has a name. He probably has a big dick too, you don't see me pointing that out. The Workaholic skit was nicely done, and the best part of the show was when it was over. It comes down to this. I think anybody could have hosted this show and it would have been better. Maybe even a little group I know called Tequila Bees. What's going on guys? Welcome to YouTube Comedy Week, huh? Yeah, you guys excited? Did you guys see that before show? It was pretty awful, wasn't it? I guarantee you this isn't gonna be any better. There is an upgrade to this part of the show though, and that is only B and C list celebrities. Ho! Right there. I know she is. Look at what she's wearing. A pantsuit. That is dirty. Oh yeah. So let's keep this show rolling like the people that wrote it. You guys get that, right? It's a marijuana reference. I'm in California, right? Anyways, let me go ahead and introduce the first YouTuber of the night, a good friend of mine, and her name is Chloe!
So this guy walks into the doctor's office. He says, "Doctor, it hurts when I poke my knees like this." The doctor says, "Yes, that's because you've shattered both your kneecaps and you'll never walk again."
That was amazing, Chloe. That was amazing.
Ha 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 ha.
Chloe, did you just laugh at your own joke? Did you just pull a Kanye West? Do none of you guys watch Aziz Ansari? He's fucking hilarious. Enough of that, let's go ahead and move on to the next person who has advice on relationships, and that is a character I don't have a name for yet. I've been in so many of your videos. You would think I'd have a name by now. Just do the skit. Okay, so this is for the ladies. The first thing you don't want to reveal on a blind date is that you're really a man. You want to play it off until you get him home. By the time he finds out, most guys will just say, "F it, I'm already here." The next YouTuber up is Jack, and every boy and girl wants to be his Jill. Jack Dodge. Like the truck?
Why did Obama pizza One Direction Rihanna? Because Beyonce Nutella Amanda Bynes memes.
I got punched in the nose during that last jump cut, and I'm now bleeding. But the show must go on. Alright, last but not least is my sister from another mister.
Ha 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 ha.
A little late, Chloe. Like a lot of the girls in this audience are gonna be after the show. Come on, guys. That was a period joke. Thanks, Jack. Now for the last YouTuber of the night with her amazing comedy style, Emily Grace. Like an angel. All of you guys can use one. You don't have any souls. These jokes are funny. Just play him into these clips. Alright, so I always think embarrassing stories are worth a laugh. Wait, you're not Emily. Emily couldn't make it? Alright, whatever, do your thing. So this one time I went back home with this guy, right, and we were getting frisky, and then it turned out that I had a bigger dick than he did. I was really embarrassed for him. Thanks to the amazing... So that's the show, and you always close out the show with your best joke, so here it is. So this pig, right, he walks into a bacon factory, and he's about...
Ha ha.
Guys?
Ha ha ha.
I didn't even...
Ha ha ha.
Well, that's the show. I guess To Kill a Bees got into my secret stash at the back of the hive. Subscribe to their channels. They are funny, amazing people. Links at the end of the video because it's the internet and I can do that. I'm going to hit up all the YouTube parties. But remember this, if you want to kill somebody, do it with Lindsay Lohan. That girl gets out of everything. And if you want a hot body, do the Amanda Bynes workout. That shit works. I'm out. So there you have it. YouTube, I'm available. So To Kill a Bees, 2014, Comedy Week. Make it happen. Message us. YouTube us. Make a video response to this video. Upload it. Do things. We'll bring you falafels. It'll be better. We promise. So the life lesson for this week's show, don't abandon the people that made you who you are, YouTube. I am JUICEbox. Don't forget to come back for your daily dose of juice, and I'll see you guys next time. Bam! Let's get real. Let's get really, oh my gosh.